I mean, I drove from Dallas. Is she canceling it? And I'm like, because in my mind, it's a lot of bad things I want to say, but I'm letting her just trying to explain herself because I know like so I'm listening to her, but I'm listening to D mad. I'm just like, okay. I was like, well, girl, I'm not gonna lie. We still gonna do the girls' day because we already had it planned. She's like, well, no, yeah, I'm so sorry. You ain't sorry. You letting a man come between the plans with your friends, the same friends that you be going to crying about this man. Ain't no way you doing that, but okay. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? Hands in the soap, how the faucet's running and I keep looking at you. Oh, how do I intro to these? All right, welcome back everybody. My name is Marissa H and you are on my channel, the Pretty Podcast channel, where I drop podcasts every week, but I also drop vlogs and story times. And as you can tell by the goddamn title, today I got a story time for you. I keep telling y'all my life has been a Tubi movie, a little higher quality, but the shit be ghetto. It be very weird. So without further ado, let's jump right in it. Boom. Okay, so let me say this. Back in like 2014, I used to hang with like a clique. So it used to be me, my homeboy, we're gonna call him D. And then he had a homeboy named John, and John had a homeboy named Nick. Okay. Now, D used to meet people because he used to be working every goddamn where, and he would meet people. They would love on him and everything, and like that was my gay homeboy. Like with that, no, that was like like my gay homeboy. So everybody used to be like really trying to attract themselves to him, and I used to be like, bitch, I do not like them hoes. Like they are weird. They are weird. Quit bringing them around us, right? And John would be like, yeah, bitch, because I'm not fucking with that. Exactly. Stop. I shouldn't have cussed. Anyway. So this one particular time I had went over to D house. He like, what you finna do? What you doing today? Now, mind you, this is around like relay weekend, Texas relays. Now, if you from Texas, you from Austin, you know what time it is. We parking lot pimping, doing a lot of bullshit, having a good time. Okay. This is not the time for you to be linking with people you don't fuck with like that. Okay. Have your crew and let's go. So he like, okay, we finna go parking lot pin. We finna go to Holland Mall. We finna go do a lot of stuff, go to the car wash. I'm like, okay, bet. I'm gonna meet you. He like, matter of fact, I'm gonna come pick you up. I said, okay, cool. So he gonna pick me up. I was staying on the east side of my town at the time. So it wasn't nothing for him to come get me. He wasn't that far. So he had a big ass Jeep truck. So I noticed though, it's somebody sitting in the passenger, and I'm a passenger princess, and I would always ride passenger because I was his best friend. So what the fuck is it? Who the fuck is this? I get to the car and I'm looking, and I had like, cause I had made like some little drinks, so I'm holding them and I'm like, he talking about, don't even do that. Don't even do that. I said, what's going on? Who is that? And he was just like, that's my home girl. We gonna call her as annoying. No, I ain't gonna call her annoying. We gonna call her Delu. Yeah. So Delu like, hey girl. And I'm like looking like, bitch, please stop talking to me. Cause why, But I just looked at D like, get this bitch and quit, get her, right? Right. So D like, damn, okay, all right, just get in the car. I said, no, I'm not finna just get in the car. So he tell her, he like, hey, do you mind, like Marissa tall, you short, can you get in the back? And she like, oh yeah, right? So I'm thinking, okay, I respect you. You cool a little bit just off the street, because if that had been me, I wouldn't have moved, me personally. But whatever, right? Okay. So we get up in there. So the first place we go to Holland Mall. We is parking lot pimping. It's niggas, slabs, liquor, fun times, right? Fights, fun times. So we there, and see, we do it like me, John, Nick, and like we used to have this other little homegirl, name I'm gonna say her real name. We're gonna call her Lee. Lee used to be out there with us too, but it was like just us. It's the gang, if you will. So she knew. I don't know her. And I'm asking John, we out there, we like, they like D and Delulu was talking. And so John kind of like, so bitch, do you know her? I said, I don't know her like that. And he like, I don't know the bitch either. Like, why she, you know, like she cool, I guess. I said, I ain't gonna say she cool because I don't know her like that. Y'all, we was sitting out there blasting the music, having little drinks. We seeing people we know. So I come back to the car, and me and John come back to the car. We walking back up. We didn't parlay it around and came back because they just wanted to stay at the car. No, man, it's texting relays. I'm outside. I heard her say like, so is this what y'all do? Y'all just stay in the parking lot? Bitch, what the fuck you mean? Is it? This is exactly why I don't want you bringing new people around. Like they doing, shut the fuck up. And I know you like, why you acting like, cause I just, around that time, I did not like the friendly shit. I was very much like, I fuck with who I fuck with. And that's gonna be it. Like, I don't want to have to deal with nobody. I fuck with who I fuck with. So she was getting on my nerves that whole day. Then we went to the car wash. We over there off We over there off MLK. And she just like, oh, it's hot, it's this, it's that. Mind you, I'm looking at her hair that's not blended. I can see your track hair and your real hair, and it's not blended. And you talking about it's hot. It's probably hot because you got glue. Okay. She was just getting on my fucking nerves. And I asked her, I said, what side of town you from? She's like, I'm from the south side. Clear indicator of why you get on my fucking nerves. I don't fuck with nobody from the south side, but my prima. My prima from the south side, and that's literally the only person I fuck with. They different. That's like being an out-of-towner, okay? So if you from Austin, you know that's some two separate, you feel me? So, okay, finally, we end up leaving her ass. We dropped her back off at the car because then she started getting on Nick nerves. And Nick like, because he used to be blowing down. He like, she fucking at my high. Like, no. So we ended up dropping her back off. So I didn't meet her again till one night D had like a game night at his house. One thing I don't like is nobody trying to be super relatable to what I'm saying all the time. And she was that girl. So I'm not even talking to her. Lee was there and Lee boyfriend was there. So I'm telling them about, because Lee boyfriend had a dude, like had a homeboy that I was talking to at the time. So I'm like, let me tell y'all about. So I'm telling them. And I noticed that Delu had came in there and I'm just like, girl, I don't even know you like that. But I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I'm not saying no names. And so Lee laughing, she like, bro, you was too hard on the nigga. Like, you gotta chill. I'm like, no, Here go Delu. She like, okay, because I be like that too. I am not fucking I don't like shit like that. That'll piss me off. Because I feel like you in my business a little bit. I don't like shit like that. So she used to rub me wrong a lot. And then it was weird because I feel like my friend at the time was very much outspoken. I'm a gay man. You know what I'm saying? And she used to be very still like flirty with him, saying little weird sexual, little innuendo. Like what the fuck? What the fucky? What the helly? Like, what is you doing? You being weird, ho? Like, all right. So I used to tell them that bitch is weird. Quit fucking with her, right? Because if y'all keep fucking with her, keep fucking with her, but I'm not finna be around, like, when she be around. So eventually, as time went on, he was like, yeah, I kind of don't fuck with her. So they just stopped, you know, whatever. Cool. Now, my friend ended up moving, right? So he wasn't in the city no more. But then, like, I vaguely do remember, like, time went on, because that was, like, 2000, maybe 15. So then, like, around 2017-ish, she, like, had me on Facebook. Like, she added me or something or some shit, right? And we would be friendly. Here's the thing about me. I'm an uplifting queen, right? So, like, if I see that you doing some shit, even if you might not be my favorite person, I'm like, I'm going to be like, good job, bitch. You know, like, that's good that you doing that. I'm proud of you. So I used to do that with her sometimes. Like, even though she wasn't my favorite person, like, bitch, you doing good shit. I'm not going to, shit on you. So one day she invites me to dinner. Keynote to this, what I'm about to say, because low key, I think this is what made her feel like, So she asked me that I want to go to dinner one day, and I was telling, no. Before that, we was having a conversation, and she was telling me, like, I used to think you never liked me. And I was like, yeah, I didn't like you. And she's like, well, why not? And I was like, because you were doing too fucking much. And so we was having a conversation. She's like, can we talk more over dinner? So I'm like, yeah, why not? I'll go, whatever. So I go, we talk. And I'm basically breaking it down to her, like how she was coming in too hot, being very strange, very weird. And I'm not used to that. And that's weird as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she kind of understood what I was coming from. She was trying to let me know, it wasn't like that. I love you and John. And I'm like, love is crazy. But I know, I get it. Like, you like the vibes. I think that's what you mean. That's not what she meant. So then we ended up being cool, and she was like telling me how like she was trying to get pregnant and and I was like, really? You want to have a baby? What the fuck? And she's like, yeah, like, mind you, around this time I had just had my daughter. So I was like telling her how motherhood is and all of this and all of that. I was like, girl, you gonna end up with a son, right? Right. Cool. Now, this might have been 2000, like the end of 2017, right? Okay. Some time go by, I kind of stopped fucking with her. Not stopped fucking with her, but like I just wasn't in communication with her like that. I didn't upkeep nothing. So then like 2019 came and we kind of had like started picking back up. She had told me how she had a little boy. So I was like, she's like, you always told me I was going to have a son and you manifested that for me. And then, so, you know, and at the time I'm thinking like, it's that energy. Like, you know, I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, whatever. I'm happy for you. Be a mom. It's lit. It's cool. So then shout out to my motherfucking daddy. RIP to my daddy. But I was letting a lot of people get close to me right after he had died. And it's just like, I know he probably up there like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, I was tripping. But okay. So my daddy had passed. I was broken heart, right? So, you know, she was sending me a lot of condolences, checking on me every day. And I ain't gonna lie, like around that time, I had people real close to me that wasn't even checking on me every day. So it did something to me. And then like, I'm never gonna forget this shit. She made a caramel cake. Deep down, I want to hit her up and ask her for that recipe again, but bitch, I'll Google it before I hit her up and ask. But she made me a caramel cake. She brought it to my house. I just wanted you to have something sweet to kind of just, you know. And I remember I busted out crying, fell into her little arms. She's short as hell. I'm tall as hell. Just fell into her little arms. And after that, like, we just started building a real rapport with each other. Okay. Now, around this time, too, I was dealing with a nothing-ass nigga. We're going to do a story time on his ass, too. But around this time, I was moving into my new house, right? So, like, right after I had moved in, maybe, like, 3 months later was my mama's birthday. So, I was like, oh, I'm going to throw her a party. Now, I want y'all to know this. I'm a little fucked up, right? So, like, if I fool with you, but I don't fool with you like that, I don't want you around my family. I don't want you in my house. It's just certain people I don't want in my house. So, at the time, she was cool. I was like, you know, talking to her more regularly, but like, I don't fuck with you like that, shorty. Like, I don't want you in my house. So when I was having the party, I had told her, because this was like around COVID too. My foot itch, y'all. So around this time though, I was telling her like, oh, I'm going to do like a little drive-by birthday thing. Y'all. So I had the party. I told everybody else they could come in, right? I'm thinking Delu gonna come like earlier in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like earlier throughout the evening. Y'all, why Delu show up like around 9:30 and see all them cars? She seen all them cars in the driveway, right? So then she texts me and she was like, hey, I'm outside. Where do I park? And I was like, and my other best friend at the time, I could say her name, Tiny. Tiny was like, bitch, I thought you told her it was, I said, I did. She said, bitch, she know you lying now. I was like, yes, she do. So I go outside and get her. I bring her in. Cause now, you know, I ain't, like, you here now. I'm not going to do you like that. So I go get her. She come in. She speak to everybody. My mama like, hey, how you doing? I ain't gonna lie. She hooked my mama up with some shit. You feel me? I made her a play. We was talking a little bit here and there. But, like, everybody else like, who the fuck is this girl? Because, like, my family and my, like, other friends, they all know each other. So it's like, when it's somebody new, it's like, the fuck? So, okay, she stayed for a little bit, and she said she was finna leave, because, again, she stayed in a whole other town on the south side. Now, ooh, how messy I want to be. Okay, so, I might have to leave that out. Okay, so, there was a service provider that she was going to. The service provider had a shop. Me and her both been to this shop, knew of this shop, and we knew the shop owner. Now, the shop owner fine as hell, okay? And, like, there was another person that worked there, but he looked like a frog to me, so I never really paid him no mind. But we was outside, we was talking. She's like, girl, I got me a little boo. I got me a new little boo. I said, what? I said, what's his name? She tell me the name. We gonna say Bullshit. She's like, his name Bullshit. I said, that be in the shop. And she like, yeah. I said, how y'all? She's like, he was cutting my little boy hair. I said, bitch, you fucking on a nigga that's cutting your little boy hair? She's like, I ain't gonna lie, yeah. I said, in my mind, I'm like, bitch, that is not a flex. Cause did you pay for the haircut? I wanted to ask that. I didn't though. Cause why pay? Anyway, so she telling me all of this, all of that, giving me the details. Like she giving me, I'm like, bitch, you was doing that? She like, uh-huh. And that's gonna be my man. He don't know it yet. I said, oh, why he don't know, friend? She was like, well, you know what I mean. And I just said, yeah, but I really did not know what she meant by that. Cause bitch, I'm a straight shooter. I be saying it. So she gonna tell me like, yeah, you should talk to the owner. And I was like, I don't know about that. Cause I was kind of dealing with somebody, I ain't gonna lie. You know how that go. Get up under one and get over one. I was already dealing with somebody by that time. So she was like, I think you should, you know, da da da. And I'm like, probably not. Like, they are service providers. No, I'm good. So, okay. Fast fucking forward, y'all. Me and her starting to be more friendly with each other. We starting to kick it more. She invited me to her family functions. I invited her to maybe one or two of mine. One of them was my baby party. So, yeah, so I be around her mom and shit. And you know what made me sad? I hate when I fall out with a bitch and her mama cool as fuck. Her family cool as fuck. I hate that. Like, damn, bitch, fix yourself so we can be cool. Maybe it was me. I don't know. Y'all gonna tell me. Because I'm going to have to break this up into two parts. But, okay. So, then, like, and I know you're like, that sounds good. Where are we going wrong? I'm finna get into the weird shit. Now, this is where I'm not feeling. She had me on Facebook, right? And so sometimes she used to do shit like, I don't know if you remember that story time I did about that weird ass bitch. Anyway, she was doing shit like her. My very first story time. She was like, go on social media and like always make it known that she was with me or we were doing something together. Like literally every time she's like posting about it or putting it on her story, taking a video, something. And at first I was like, oh, maybe she's just really excited to be friends, you know? And so then like I had a business, like I was selling clothes and she would support my shit, you know, like she wouldn't always buy something, but she would be very supportive and promo, whatever. Now, this what the fuck I ain't like, okay? I started noticing her trying to talk like me. And I know you like, bitch, I'm not, y'all, right hand to the man. One day we was having a conversation, me, her, and my best friend at the time, D. He had came back into town. We all hung out. And so we was at like BJ's or something. We was getting drinks. We all talking. And she was like, yeah, because a nigga, da, 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 da. And she said something. And me and him both looked at each other. He said, what? Since when you talk like that? I was thinking, that was my twin, my evil twin. He like, since when you start talking like that? Like, Delu. He like, cuz I just be feeling like that. Right, Marissa? And I just felt like she was trying to say like, yeah, bitch, you see me talking like you? Yeah, I do, actually. Now, this what made it worse. One time we had went shopping together, right? And like I was noticing like our tastes are very different. So like how she look at certain things and how I look at certain things is not the same. And so I was like, okay, cool, you know, whatever. Like you got your taste, I got mine. It's cool. So one day I was at her house and I was showing her like these clothes and like outfits I was thinking about getting, all this, all of that, right? I shit y'all not. 2 days later, I seen her post on Facebook the same fucking pictures that I had seen. The caption said, y'all, I'm trying to decide between these three dresses. What do y'all think? I'm really feeling number 1 or 2, but what is it giving? I don't really care, but it's just weird because you hadn't seen them dresses before that and you never had said that you wanted them. You actually had said when I showed them to you, like, girl, y'all know you could pull that off. I can't do that. But now you, okay, I could be tripping though. I be tripping. So then, like, she kept dealing with the service provider, right? But then, like, he kind of started playing on her top, being weird and, like, doing things that she knows she wouldn't accept if it was anybody else. So I'm just like, not, you know how you tell your friend, like, girl, I don't think that suits you well. Not so much like, oh, I don't think you should be doing this dumb. But you're letting her know, like, it's probably not the best for you. And she one of them fake listeners. So she like, oh yeah, like, yeah, you know what, girl, you're right. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not doing this. A couple of days later, literally for her, she would say something, and then days later, literally everything that we just talked about flip switch. She ain't heard nothing I said. Don't care. Y'all, we was supposed to go on a girls' date, right? She made it a big thing, big production, had a whole itinerary. Me, her, like two of her friends she introduced me to. And D was coming back into town. Note that. So she's like, yeah, we're gonna do this girls' date. It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna go do everything. So I'm excited. I done took off of work. I'm turned. It was about 2:00, and she said we was gonna start at like 3:30. We was gonna all meet up. And so I was asking her, like, do y'all want to meet at my house, since my house is closer to some of the places we going? She texted me back and was like, oh, friend, ... What that mean, oh, friend? So I called her because I don't like texting trying to get a understanding. I was like, hey, what is you cool? Well, I was gonna say, can we reschedule? You didn't have people spend money, take off. By the way, we color coordinated that day. So I didn't buy the outfit too. And you telling me we finna reschedule. What we rescheduling for? I was like, oh, the baby sick? She's like, well, no. I was like, okay, you sick? No. Okay, well, we friends. What happened? Why? You ain't saying it. Y'all, that same man that she just said she finna leave, she had all these rants about she finna go to dinner with him because he called her last minute and want to go. Okay. So D he's next to me. I got her on speaker. He like, you mean to tell me I drove from Dallas? Is she canceling it? And I'm like, because in my mind, it's a lot of bad things I want to say, but I'm letting her just trying to explain herself because I know so I'm listening to her, but I'm listening to D mad. I'm just like, okay. I was like, well, girl, I'm not going to lie. We still going to do the girls' day because we already had it planned. She's like, well, no, yeah, I'm so sorry. You ain't sorry. You letting a man come between the plans with your...
Explain the behavior.
Your friends, the same friends that you be going to crying about this man. Ain't no way you doing that. But okay, all right. Everything got progressively worse from there when she was dealing, we gonna call him a service provider. When she kept dealing with that service provider, but then you know how that go. They come back and tell you stuff, but then they don't want to leave them alone, but then they still teeter-totter. And I don't judge nobody. It be hard to leave sometimes. I don't judge nobody. That people change, people go through things. It is what it is. But what I'm not gonna go for is you sitting in my face, playing in my face, telling me all these bad things about this man. But then, like, you be doing stuff like trying to hook me up with his friends. If he bad, his friends bad. Why, like, or you steady making plans with me, then you blowing me off to go be with him. You ain't even got to do that. We ain't even have to make no plans. So on top of her imitating me and being kind of weird and messy, and then now you putting men over, it was a lot, y'all. So that's why I'm telling y'all, this story time, we going to have to do a part 2. I got to go into a lot of details. And I don't know. Y'all might have to drop in the comments and tell me if I was wrong. I might be wrong. I might not be. But a lot of stuff that I've told y'all up to this point is weird. Probably. Yes, no. It's weird. I don't care. We'll talk about it later. But thank y'all for tuning in. I will drop part 2 probably in about a week or 2. So make sure to subscribe if you are new here. Leave me a comment. Tell me if what I'm saying so far sound weird. Let me know. I might be tripping. I don't know. Leave me a like. And again, thank you for all my Candid crew for coming back and returning. And I will see y'all again next week. Peace. Focus on me. Can you focus on